Two economies, U.S. and Canada, which are more or less in sync. Obviously, the Fed has a bit more easing to do. Bank of Canada has been more cautious. U.S. activity seems to be slowing. Canada activity has been strong, but as the Bank of Canada has said, likely to slow in the second half of the year in line with what the U.S. is doing. So market may want to price some more Bank of Canada.
Should our viewers and listeners look at loonie as a commodity currency, or is it something different than that?
I mean, it is a commodity currency, but unless you get really big moves in oil, it's not going to follow, short-term variations in what crude prices are doing. Sure, if you get a $50 move in the price of crude, that's going to affect the Canada dollar. Small moves, less so. For us, long-term fair value in dollar Canada is really around 129. We're really not that far off of that. And we don't really see a lot of reason for deviation from where we are right now. We like being short Canada dollar. My colleagues in emerging market strategy like being short Canada dollar versus Mexico, for example.
Bring up this chart as we go to Guy Johnson. Guy, you're going to tear up over this chart. This is what you can do on the Bloomberg, folks. I'm doing this at high speed. I haven't TVI'd the chart, but there it is. Long-term Canadian strength, Guy, against pound sterling. Sterling loonie.
Yeah, I think you probably say that about a lot of charts, unfortunately, for those of us sitting here in London right now. Certainly feels that way on a daily basis, particularly when you have to leave the country. Dan, CAD's the best performer in the G10 against the dollar. You're talking about maybe a turn in that. How significant will it be? We are up 4% plus so far this year.
Yeah, there's still a lot of headwinds for currencies like the euro in terms of uncertainty about trade policy, uncertainty about Brexit. Maybe that's diminishing finally, but there's still a lot of headwinds. We think we can get up into the mid 114 area relatively easily by next year. We've scaled back our ambitions quite a bit, though, in terms of how far we're going to get with the ECB and QE mode. We formerly thought we could get back to long-term fair value, which we think is around 133. That now seems very, very difficult hill to climb.
Well, this has been wonderful. John Ehrlichman, again, thank you out of Toronto. And we'll have more on that, of course, with our special broadcasting. Guy?
Tom, quick look at what's happening in Parliament. We are watching a big day in Westminster today.